G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Now I'm going to go again with trying to get the lace effect. I did a couple of little practices with the Let's Resin Ocean White. That was one of them. It wasn't quite opaque enough, so it didn't drop as much. And then I did this one and I wrote on the wrong side, but it's still a little bit kind of transparent, I guess, the blobs. So I'm going to try with that one. I didn't wait. Today I have waited until my resin was, it's about 34 degrees ish, so that will be fine. I'm going to put 15 grams in there because the last ones, my little test ones that I didn't video, I was just testing a theory. I didn't wait. I just poured it straight away and I thought, well, if the resin's nice and thin, you know, the white's just going to drop down, but it kind of dropped down and sort of floated. So anyway, that's how I think it did. So this time I'm going to put, I've got the 15 grams there and I'm going to do 10 drops. With this one, I needed 5 drops. So I'm going to double that and we're going 10. Just get that to come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now obviously the size of your drops is determined by how tight, like how much you're squeezing, you know, and the size of your drops, but I do want it to be quite opaque. Now hopefully this will work, because you might not be able to get, depending on where you are, you might not be able to get this paste that I used to create that one. Still looking at it, I still could actually make that a bit heavier. So anyway, we're just trying with this because I think pretty much everyone can get the Let's Resin Ocean White. If you're in Australia and you want Let's Resin products, just change your location to the US. Jump on to the US Amazon site and you'll be able to buy Let's Resin products there. That is what I do. I know it works. It works for me anyway, so try that. Oh, actually, I always forget. I just need a tiny little drizzle. Little drizzle for my center. Now we're going to go around the outside with this. All the way around. Don't need a lot. This is my small hibiscus mold. That's 8 inches from point to point. So 20 centimeters from point to point. And I'm just testing it. Testing my techniques and things on the smaller mold. I do have a medium and a large of this, but just testing it on this small one today. And I do need to make sure that my white is touching everywhere on the mold so that it all comes in symmetrically, because when you pour your clear in, it whooshes it out and then it sort of helps to pull your white in. And then I'm just going to grab my little toothpick and I'm just going to go into each little point, just in case there's a pesky little bubble there. Alright, so here we go. We're going to pour this in. I'm going to swish, 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 and hopefully that'll help to pull the white into the middle. Haven't done the swish before, but I just thought of that then. I thought, let's try and see if we can get it to come back a little bit faster. Just cleaning off my sticks as I go. Okay. Now there's a little something in there, as always, a little something. And we'll give it just a very light little torch just to get rid of those little pesky bubbles. If you see any bubbles or any hairs or anything, just get them out before they start causing issues. Now, you've heard me speak about the torch affecting your white, and it makes little holes. There's perfect examples of why you should not torch your white. Do as I say, not as I do. All right, so we have the Octopus Fluids alcohol inks, not resin inks, alcohol inks. This one is fuchsia. Oops, I think that was 2, wasn't it? Let's do 2 on everybody. Got a breeze blowing on me. I've got the air conditioner on. And then honey. Honey, honey. And we'll go 2, 2, 2. And I'm going to do one in the middle as well, just to try and get a little bit of extra colour. I'm just going to go and tilt my air conditioner up. I could feel a breeze. Alright, so that is it. Okay, I'll do my little stones here. I'm using the same ones that I did last time. I like them, except I always spill them every time. I try to open the little container and I spill them. So. Alright, we'll just get a little scoop, put it in there. Don't need a lot. Try and get a few more red ones. Oh, it's always a trouble getting these out. They get stuck in the lid there, and then I can't close the lid. Okay, there we go, sorted. I'll pick those ones up later and put them in as well. Don't want to waste them. Alright, so that's my little center. So I just want to basically make a paste out of that. You could add some foil or a little bit more glitter. I'm just going to leave it like that. So that's just going to sit there. Actually, these ones that no, I'll do them later. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to wait until this has finished moving, and then it will tell me where the middle is, because I don't want to miss the middle by putting it somewhere where it's not. So, but when all the resin moves in, all should be symmetrical. It'll leave a little hole, and that is where I will then put my middle. So I'm just going to cover it with my fib net, like so. Excuse my noisy dogs. Alright, and we'll come back to it when it's time for me to put the center in. I never told you what resin it was. It's the Art Pro from Resin Pro. It's a 3:2, so I did 100 grams of A and 66 grams of B. So it's been about 10 minutes, I think, about that, and it's closed in, and I'm not exactly certain that that is the center, that little area there. It looks as if it's trying to be, but I don't think it is. It's a bit tricky to know. All right, let's go from point to there, and we'll just see what that is. If I go 10 centimeters, 10 centimeters. Oops, hang on, where am I going? I'm going from the inside of the mold. Okay, inside of the mold to the middle. It's about there. Oh yeah, okay, so it's about there, the middle. Just don't get your ruler inside in the resin. So anyway, it gives us an idea. Look, it's a guide. It gives you an idea of where your center is. Okay, so you can just kind of drop it in there, and if it's out by 1 millimeter or 2, I don't think we're really going to notice. A little bit more on top. I'm not going to mix it this time, like to give it a stir. I don't want to disrupt my little design that I've got going there. Just try and neaten that up a little bit. All right, so that's pretty much it now. I'm not going to touch it again, not going to blow it or anything, torch it. I'm just going to cover it up. Actually, I'll bring you down because now remember this is only like 10 minutes after we've poured, and you can see there, see it's starting to lace up, getting that lace effect, and so we want that all over. It's really pretty, isn't it? Like, even if the other side doesn't work, this side's going to be really pretty. It is really pretty. All right, wish me luck. See you in about oh gosh, no, it might not be till tomorrow. The Art Pro takes a bit longer to cure. I might have to put it in my food dehydrator to hurry it up a little bit, but I won't be able to do that until I can actually pick this up, until it's gelled. So anyway, we'll see. I'll let you know. I ended up leaving it overnight because when I went to bed last night it was still bendy, so I thought, oh, I'll just leave it because I'm not going to be editing anyway last night, so I thought I'll just leave it. So it's got some really nice sort of lacing looking, which is really good. So hopefully, because that's what you need, on the other side, like that. This one seems a little bit more blurry, this one, but this one seems a little bit more sort of, I don't know, they just stand out a little bit more. So anyway, we shall see what happens, hey, if it's worked or not. And I do still want to try my Bloom pigment paste, so I'll be trying that again. Well, I'll be trying that one as well. Let's move that mold. So let's which way we're going to do this? Oh, I'm going to turn it around this way so no one can see just yet. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready? All right, here we go. We'll just do the flip. Okay, if can I flip it here? Yes. All right, here we go. Ah, it worked. Oh my gosh, wow, look at that. It worked, you guys. Yay. I don't know whether it's better or just different. So there's, now this was a different mold, obviously. So this one, you can see the white, it doesn't look like round blobs. It kind of looks as if it's still kind of been moving. So, and I've got some little kind of dendrites, I think that's what they're called, in there. So if you have a look at this one, the drops are more sort of pronounced drops. It's actually going to quieten my dogs down. All right, so we were looking at the little drops. So hopefully you can see a difference. These ones look sort of more floaty, I guess. And then these ones look as if they've sort of dropped down and kind of stayed in shape more. So this is the look, the more of a look I'm going for. I've still got the little dendrites. Center looks really good. Yep, happy with that. Now, when I first started, you see one of my earlier ones. Actually, I'll show you all the ones I've done. I'll just move that for a minute. I'm going to show you all the ones I've done so far so that you can kind of see my progression and what works and sort of what doesn't work. I'll just do that so you've got a black background. So this one was Art Pro and Resin Pro drops. Still pretty, but not got like these little weird edges. This one was one of my first ones, and you can see there's a lot of white on there. It was Art Pro. I didn't wait for the resin to thicken, and I did 7 drops. So yeah, way too much white. This one, oops, they're stuck together. That one didn't really get any of the, oh, maybe a tiny little bit started to, but it's very thin. I think the depth makes a difference too. I think you need to have a little bit more depth. That one was Ultra Cast and Alumilite. This one didn't work at all. I think that one was Cast and Craft. I didn't write on it, but it Cast and Craft. It's just not heavy enough. There's another one. Whoops, there we go. It didn't work. Can't remember what that was. Just another experiment. Nick Pro. I've got a big hole there for some reason. Nick Pro and Alumilite. That. It's a nice effect, but no droppage there. Again, very thin amount of resin. Master Cast with Mixol. Starting to get a little bit, unless you do them again and again and again, you don't know how much white to use, and it actually needs a lot of white. That was 8 drops, so not enough, probably, yeah, needs much more. And then that one, Art Pro. Oh, that was a little practice. That was the Let's Resin White, but it was only 5 drops. So this one is the same Let's Resin, but it's 10 drops. So you can see the difference. So that was, I just practiced on that one just to see. And then this one, I wrote on the wrong side. This was the Art Pro with the Ocean White as well, but I didn't wait for the resin to thicken up or to warm up. I just poured it. So if you like that effect, that's what you get. It's just sort of more floaty without having, you know, the actual drops that drop down. It's more floaty. So that one was also 10 drops, same as that, but this one was no weight and this one was weighting. And then that was my last one that I did, which I liked. It was the Art Pro with the Resin Pro drops. 20 drops to 20 grams of resin. So that one's pretty as well. But I think if I do this again, I'll probably use maybe 30 drops. Actually, see how wide the white is in comparison? So this one I did 20 grams for the white, and these ones I'm only doing 15. So 20 is a bit much on that size. So 15, I'd probably go 15 grams with 20 drops of that. I think that would work better. So yeah, that's all my practices over the last week or so. But this is my favorite. So far. But I am going to do one, I'll do my next one with my Bloom pigment paste. Oops. And see how that goes. See if I can get that one to work. Hey, that'll be nice, won't it? This one I think needs a bit more white as well. But anyway, there it is. Hopefully you've enjoyed that video. Hopefully you're learning something about the lace effect, if you're interested in the lace effect. Zoom you in a little bit so that you can have another little look. I like how the background here, you can't really see, like there's no blobbies in it. Like it's very, very wispy over here. So that's pretty, hey? And then the lacing sort of effect. I guess it's called lacing because of this side. This side gives you this lacing. And of course you could have that side if you prefer. It could be like a multi-sided coaster. But anyway, there it is. So I think I will try the bloom paste next. Over here you can see I could have made my white a little bit darker, a little bit heavier still, because it's kind of spreading a little bit. So yeah, we can make it a little bit heavier. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video and have been enjoying my lace series, and can't wait to see you all again for the next video. Okay, take care guys. Bye for now.